Hello friends, we always use EditText for taking input in Android. So we are acquainted with this kind of thing. But if you see, this EditText looks bit different, not the way generally you have seen until now. So how do you reformat the EditText so that it looks bit attractive? For that reason, if you see the properties of the EditText what I have used in this particular XML file, the width I have said wrap contained. Now when you, as we know that if we add the content, then accordingly it will be of that size, but I'm yet to add any content. So how come this particular width it is taking? So that means the width of this, in spite of the fact that it's a wrap content, so it is not dependent upon the content. This property it can take only if you are adding EMS. Here I've mentioned the 10th unit. The 10th is the width that is measuring show. So if I reduce this from 10 to 5, and if I apply this change, so you would be seeing again that this width it will be decrementing. So based on the EMS value, you will find that the width of the edit text will alter. See it now, it's much smaller in shape. Okay, so shape and size. So that means this new property EMS gives us an additional support as per as width is concerned. So I have increased it from 5 to 8, so obviously it will expand. Over here you can see a hint that will give an idea that what you are supposed to do. So I'm supposed to type a number, so when I remove this the hint will come automatically. But hey, what is this? There's something called background, and in the background there is something called @drawable / border. Now what this is all about? And for that reason we will go to the RES folder under the app, and here we will find a XML file called border. So if you double click on this XML, we will be redirected to this particular XML file, and in this XML file we have added some properties. But the question comes is, where from is this XML file originating? Well, I've added an XML file in the drawable folder. The simple way of doing it, to right click on the drawable, go to new drawable resource file, and here you give a name to this file. Remember, you are working on XML file, and as per the convention code it has to be all lowercase. So suppose I have given the name as my border, and I click this, an auxiliary file will be added. Now you come to the text window. Here you will be seeing the coding part. The first thing first, what you have to do is that you have to replace your selector to shape, and after you have done that you have to specify what shape it is. So bring the cursor at the end of the selector but not outside the scope. Press and space bar, and then you will see Android shape is there. As you hit this, you will find there are 4 different shape what Android provides, and I have chosen rectangle. So this is of shape rectangle. Now you will be adding rest of the properties what I have mentioned over here. Okay, so I'm getting back to my file which I've already mentioned, and I don't need this drawable. Now how do you remove a file which you don't need? Do not go for direct delete, rather you go for refactory, and then you go for save delete. This will do what? All the necessary linking which you have made, association which you have made, everything will be deleted. Okay, that's the best practice. Now coming to the drawable file, over here you will see that there are some other certain properties are there. So let me show you the preview so that the thing will be very clear to you. So this is a preview of the drawable file. Let me expand it, and here you will see that there is a solid color. So this is the color which you can see in the background. This color is the colors which you can see. The corner, the radius what I have mentioned over here is over here. The radius is 10 dp. Now if you want to change the background color, you can click over here, the color will appear, and accordingly you can adjust. Suppose I'm changing to this one, then you can choose it, so the color gets changed. Okay, since my I will be changing a little bit lighter in color, so I will be going for this kind of color, and the color applies. So this is the corner shape which you have given over here. Now the stroke is a line. Okay, the width of this line is 2 dp, and the border color which I have given over here, which I have chosen over here, this color. So you are free to choose any color of your choice. And after that I have applied a padding left, right, bottom, top. Well, at this point of time, if you see this padding, suppose for example you are seeing the text appearing from this, from over here. So suppose if I increment the padding over here to 30, and then I apply the change which I have made over here. So let's see what the difference that you can see. See, the cursor moves from that particular position. From initially it was over here, from there it moves, it shifts. So depending upon what position you have mentioned over here, accordingly it will be appearing. So I'm getting back to the original value. So this will be helping you to set the cursor, whether how much distance it would cover from left, right, top, bottom. Accordingly, as per your requirement goes, you will adjust it. So that was the role of the padding portion. So after you have done all these settings, and this is all getting set inside the file called border, that is inside the drawable. So now you have to associate this file in the XML file, and you will be doing it with the help of the background attribute. So in edit text you will put the background attribute, and from background attribute you will just refer the drawable folder, which is system defined folder, and the file name that we have specified at the time when you created it, and eventually this edit text will come over here. I'm sure that this video will help you out to make your Outlook and the UI part looks attractive. And if you just follow these steps, surely you can go for a little bit of R&D. So obviously that will be much more attractive your UI would be. Okay. So until my next video, thank you so much. Meet you soon.